A home security camera in California captured two pale figures walking across a front yard, and neither appeared to have a visible upper body. The footage looked impossible because the figures appeared to be nothing more than pairs of legs calmly walking through the darkness. The video was recorded in Fresno, California in 2007, and almost immediately viewers began asking the same question. What exactly had the camera captured? Unlike many alleged paranormal videos, the footage came from a private homeowner who had not been seeking publicity or attention. Investigators who reviewed the footage struggled to identify any known animal that moved in the same unusual way. The smaller figure appeared to follow behind the taller one, leading some viewers to speculate that they might be related. Yet the footage showed no signs of a costume, visible strings, or obvious manipulation. As the video spread online, thousands of viewers attempted to explain what they were seeing. Some suggested elaborate puppetry, while others argued the movement looked far too smooth and natural. The mystery might have ended there if similar reports had never surfaced again.
But years later, another strange video emerged from Yosemite National Park. The figure looked remarkably similar to the Fresno Nightcrawler captured years earlier. This new sighting reignited public interest and raised a troubling possibility that the original video was not an isolated event. Witnesses began sharing stories of seeing tall, white figures moving silently across remote areas. Many descriptions matched details from the original Fresno footage, despite the witnesses having no connection to one another. The creatures were often described as peaceful rather than threatening. That unusual detail only deepened the mystery, because most alleged encounters involved no aggressive behavior whatsoever. Researchers began exploring whether the figures resembled descriptions found in Native American folklore. Some traditions described tall, spiritual beings with elongated lower bodies and unusual movement. However, no folklore explanation perfectly matched what appeared in the footage. Skeptics continued searching for a practical explanation. One theory proposed that the figures were simply people wearing white pants and disguising their upper bodies. Yet demonstrations often failed to replicate the smooth strides seen in the original recording. Others suggested digital manipulation, but no evidence of editing was ever conclusively demonstrated. As years passed, the Fresno Nightcrawler became one of the most debated cryptid cases ever captured on camera. Unlike many cryptid reports, the mystery relied on visual evidence rather than eyewitness testimony alone. The footage remained short, but every frame continued to generate new theories. No footprints, biological samples, or physical traces were ever recovered. That absence of evidence prevented researchers from reaching any definitive conclusion. Some believe the figures represent an undiscovered species, rarely seen by humans. Others argue the entire phenomenon is an elaborate misunderstanding amplified by internet culture. Neither side has managed to completely convince the other. Even today, viewers watching the footage for the first time often react with the same disbelief seen in 2007. Nearly 2 decades later, the original recording still resists a simple explanation. The mystery remains suspended between hoax, folklore, cryptid, and something entirely unknown. And every time the footage is replayed, viewers are forced to confront the same unsettling question. If those weren't people, what were they? No official explanation has ended the debate,
and new viewers continue discovering the footage every year. Perhaps the strangest part is that the figures never appeared threatening, only impossibly out of place in our world. Thanks for watching. If mysteries like this keep you looking over your shoulder, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more unexplained stories every week. Somewhere between folklore, science, and the unknown, questions still remain unanswered. Until next time, keep watching the shadows between the stars.